Hello and welcome to my video presentation about the city of Florence.
How very exciting it must be for you protoplasmic life forms.
Get talking, HD. I'm sure there's a lot to cover.
By your command, Florence has been called the Athens of the Middle Ages. For all of our intents and purposes, it is the epicenter of the Renaissance. It was the center of art and architecture as well as political power and wealth.
Enough flowery language, HD. Tell us its history.
Compliance. Florence began life as a Roman city founded by Lucius Sulla in 80 BC as a place for his veteran soldiers to retire to.
Interestingly enough, Sulla was Rome's first de facto military ruler, even though he gave his power back to the Senate later on. After that, though, it wasn't long until Julius Caesar claimed power for himself. Part of what made Caesar's conquest so shocking is that most people couldn't believe that it happened again after what Sulla had pulled.
Off-topic statements are to be ignored. The city survived the fall of the empire by straddling the line between Ostrogoth and Byzantine influence, often being pulled back and forth as a prize in a sort of tug-of-war. The city was conquered by Charlemagne in 774 and became part of the Duchy of Tuscany.
Charlemagne was a very powerful king of the Franks and the first Holy Roman Emperor.
Florence later flourished into a center of trading and banking. In the Dark Ages, it was medieval commune, and the population managed to make it through the Black Death, losing only 58.79% of its total population.
Only? That's more than half, HD.
It could have been worse. Moving along, the prevailing currency of the area, the gold florin, was the dollar of its day. Florentine bankers funded the English in the 100 Years' War and helped pay for the restoration of Rome itself. This era was considered a golden age for Florence, and the beginning of the Renaissance. It was around this time that the Albizzi family came into power after putting down a small revolt. They held sway over the city until the Medicis came along,
which we covered in an earlier video.
The Medicis held sway over the city until 1492, when they were thrown out, and the Florentine Republic was restored.
He means 1494. I think I'll have to check his circuitry out. Is there anything else, HD?
Florence's name wasn't always Florence. When Sulla founded the city, it was called Fluenza. The duller human population eventually changed the name to Florence through linguistic laziness. Typical, really.
That is not what I meant.
Then yes, this concludes the introduction to Florence.
Ah, okay then. Well, thank you for watching.